check it out. We had all these young artists who are providing us music. We're even try to get them on the show at some point. You got to check this stuff out. And Victoria Taylor is also Nico's sister, so we'll give her some extra special treatment. Let's play that one more times because it's Nico's sister. And Nico Romano, our sports expert and associate producer, is going to be joining us a little later. We're going to go over a new segment where we pick our parlay of the day. So later on, the parlay du jour and everything that's going on around the sports world, including highlights on high school football that are outstanding. And we'll do that for you every week because we care about the kids. And right here, you're watching Liquid Lunch on Newsmax TV. Frankie had to leave me today, so I'm riding solo. And when I'm riding solo, Frank's not here to keep me under control, so I could do all the craziness that I want. And this segment in particular, I'm going to do whatever I want. Before getting into that, I mentioned to you earlier that there he was, Frank Morano. And I don't mind you leaving the empty chair because I want to remind our viewers that he abandoned us. He abandoned us like a red-headed stepchild. And he just left us and walked right off the set. He promised me he was going to get us the whistleblower. So if he does, I'll forgive him. But other than that, I'm kind of disappointed. But we're in the Question Tequila Studios at our little Newsmax outpost here at the Liquid Lunchroom Studios in downtown Manhattan. We're in the Question Tequila Studios where we're fortified. I may even mix up a cold one in this segment because I probably need it with all the stuff going on in the world. But just down the street, I don't know if it's today, there's not much wind, so maybe a 3 wood to the New York Stock Exchange. Earlier I mentioned that the Dow was down about 100. Now it's down about 25, so there is a recovery in place. And we'll keep you posted on all that throughout the next hour and a half. And also, the Bitcoin is down just a bit, down 100 points, and but it's still at 8,700. So I think we're in okay hands there. I want to now talk a little bit about what happened yesterday with these ridiculously outrageous impeachment hearings. The 2 star witnesses came in there. One guy is wearing a bow tie, so right there, you know you got an issue when a guy goes to Congress in a bow tie. Okay, that's like a black tie event or something. But anyway, and Ambassador Taylor, he's the charge d'affaires in Ukraine, and he is a decorated military veteran, served as a infantry or rifle group commander in Vietnam, got all kinds of awards, commendations for valor, bravery. He's a well-respected, long-time honorable man in the U.S. government, in the U.S. government apparatus, but what was leaked out of the SCIF, they call it the SCIF. Remember when they were holding the meetings before this, down underground with no cell phones and everything? What Adam, I call him Schiff for brains, the head of the Intelligence Committee, what he was leaking out of the SCIF, the SCIF, and what they were saying yesterday, no, Steve, no, we can't go to that yet. What Adam Schiff was leaking and what came out yesterday when you heard the totality of their feelings, 2 totally different things. Let's take a look at Ambassador Taylor's, some of the highlights of Ambassador Taylor's comments yesterday in front of the congressional hearing at the Intelligence Committee for the impeachment.
Regular, informal channel of U.S. policymaking with respect to Ukraine, unaccountable to Congress. The odd push to make President Zelensky publicly commit to investigations of Burisma and alleged interference in the 2016 election showed how the official foreign policy of the United States was undercut by the irregular efforts led by Mr. Giuliani.
Did you ever try to wrest control of the irregular channel?
I didn't try to wrest control of the irregular channel, do that. At the time when I
why not though? If you have these concerns.
Because, Mr. Castro, at the time both channels were interested in having a meeting between President Zelensky and President Trump.
We heard about the this highly irregular channel, and then Ambassador Taylor said some very interesting things. He said that he knows Kurt Volker for many years. He's an honorable and distinguished man. There's not a question about his integrity. He said he knew Ambassador Sondland as well. and he had no reason to think that his interests were against the best interests of the U.S. and taxpayers. So that supposedly highly irregular channel, which Rudy Giuliani was in, Ambassador Taylor also said that he never personally spoke to Rudy. He did speak to President Zelensky on 3 different occasions through the regular channel and was also coordinating with the irregular channel. And quite frankly, everything that he said that made him feel uncomfortable, we'll play it for you a little later because the congressman broke it down perfectly. It was all, triple hearsay in a conversation with 5 or 6 other people. So we'll keep you posted on all the truths coming out there. And it's really, it shows you one woman, okay, who has been saying from the day Donald Trump got impeached, got elected, Maxine Waters has been saying from day one, we have to impeach this person. And I just want to remind you, these congressmen that are holding our president's feet to the fire over what was deemed by President Zelensky a wonderful call, Maxine Waters thinks anyone who even thinks Donald Trump is in the right, anyone who supports Donald Trump, this is what one of the leaders of the Democratic Party says about you if you think Donald Trump's doing a good job. This is what she says, okay? Take a look.
It's a bunch of scumbags.
Yep, play it one more time. Derek, you load that up again? This is Maxine Waters talking about Trump supporters, people who support Donald Trump. This is what she says about you.
This is a bunch of scumbags.
The 70s called. They want their baby blue eyeshadow back. But that's one of the leaders of the Democratic caucus, the chairperson of the House Financial Services Committee, who I've talked about it many times. She doesn't even know what she's doing there. She had the heads of the top 5 banks in the country before her committee, and she asked all of them why they're engaging in unfair college lending tactics, and each one of them had to remind her that they stopped doing college loans over 5 years ago. So that's what a grasp she has as a subject matter. But when it comes down to it, all the Democrats, as evidenced by one of their leaders, Maxine Waters, think that you, me, and anyone else who supports our president is a scumbag. And that's a sad, sad situation. I'm getting news in my ear that Frankie may have got a handle on the whistleblower. I cannot confirm it right now, but we'll keep you up to date on that. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back with Nico Romano, one of the top associate producers in all of television. In just 3 months, he's risen to the mantle of stardom behind the cameras, and now he will come on air and daze and confuse you with his excellence as a sports commentator, and he will show why they call him the double threat. We're going to go over some sports with Nico Romano right after this. Stay right there.